of the eye set Johnson to the 43-yard line. First down. Will play fake. Swings the ball out. He's got Bennett. Bennett to the 35, to the 30. Bennett down the sideline. Stays in bounds to the 20. Bennett to the 10. Bennett to the 5. Touchdown, Florida State.
The Bobby Bowden Show.
Road, because when you know, every team, you have to find out how they play at home. Every team, you have to find out how they play on the road. And we won on the road, and I was happy.
Winning on the road is never easy, and the victory by the Seminoles was not an easy thing. But the Seminoles still win their third in a row and extend the nation's longest winning streak to 13 consecutive victories. We'll have highlights of that Tulane football.
As a coach, I've been known to take chances on the football field, to take chances on the field, but not when you're building outdoors. If it doesn't say...
It's always good to know when you go on the road that your fans are going to follow. And, Bobby, in Tulane, in the Superdome on Saturday night, it appeared Florida State had more fans than Tulane had for that ball game.
We had more people than they did. At least they made more noise. I tell you, it was very conspicuous without the Seminole band there, too, the marching chiefs. We really missed them. But I thought the Florida State cheerleaders did a great job of getting our crowd going. They were very, very obvious there. There's Marvin Jones, our freshman linebacker, along with a Seminole defense making a great play. I thought our defense played the best game. I had no... They shut them out for what, 57 minutes?
57 and a half
57 minutes. I just didn't think you could do that. You know, they hadn't been shut out in about a long time. There's Edgar Bennett there. Brad Johnson hits Bennett and makes a very big play. Brad Johnson had a good game. Now, here's Ampli showing you some real fine running. Is that Mike Morris down there? Mike Morris, number 60 from Miami, leading the interference on that. Bob Stevenson from Pensacola, Florida, Escambia High School, started at guard. It's the third position he's played at the last 3 weeks. He started last week at tackle, the week before at guard, this week at the other guard, strong guard. And to me, he's the most valuable player we got right now.
That little play fooled everybody, including our camera crew, and it was a fourth down play.
It was a fourth down play. Edgar Bennett had a 4th and 1, and nearly broke it for a touchdown. And then we knocked the ball in. I think Ampli from Shipley, Florida, takes it in behind Reggie Johnson, who also is from Escambia High School in Pensacola.
Tulane made you work for everything you got in that ball game.
They did. They chose not to blitz, and they made us go the long, hard way. Richie Andrews kicked the extra point, and he's really done a great job for us from down around Fort Lauderdale. And look at old Joe Ostrozewski. Look at Leon Fowler. Boy, Leon from Fort Myers, Florida. I know Walter Grace and his mama are proud of him, the way he's playing ball. Who was that? That Johnny White.
Those Seminole safeties will put the leather on.
From Tifton. Yeah. Tony Moss, number 99. Boy, there's the play of the game, though.
Yep.
Low Terrell Buckley. Look at Marvin Jones there. Kurt Carruthers, East Lansing, Michigan. But Buckley made the play of the game. There's Brad Johnson on the sideline there.
Coach, he is on the side. Look who's quarterback, Casey Welder.
We put Casey in the second quarter. Boy, didn't he do a great job. We told him as quarterbacks we're going to put him in the second series, or the first series of the second quarter. Because we knew there was going to be some pressure. And he, again, before we could get these people coming up down the road, we had to see what he could do under fire. Under pressure fire. I knew what he could do under fire. Here's Casey there. Well, he leaves a real nice take. Threw the ball well. Threw the ball very intelligent. There's old Lawrence Dawson. Boy, how well he played. 6 more catches. Boy, he's a heck of a leader. I'm really proud of Lawrence.
He's caught a pass in the last 24 straight games.
Yes, he did. And look at Mike Morris leading that block in there. Dawson blocking. Ampli just nearly gets it out of there. Ampli is an instinctive football player. You kind of hate to tell him how to run. Look at Bennett. Edgar Bennett leading there at fullback. Got a key block on the linebacker. And hey, look at, he came close of breaking that thing out of there. I'm mighty proud of him. Reggie Dixon from Jacksonville, Florida, playing in there at split tackle. Robin Baker from Fort Myers, Florida, playing so well. Really proud of the way these guys are playing. There's Casey going back and hits Matt Fryer from Live Oak, Florida. Boy, Matt played made some. Our wideouts didn't hardly drop any passes. Now, we dropped a couple inside, but those wideouts made some fine catches. Old Matt, he's such an intense football player. We're so glad to have him on our football team. But here comes, has he missed one yet?
No, he has not.
Richie Andrews has not missed a kick this year, has he?
No, there was one that may have been a little wide, but there was an offside penalty. I believe that was in the Georgia Southern game, but he came back and then kicked it through.
Well, he's done a great job for us.
Goes to the Gator Bowl. Big ball game for Bobby Bowden. Very big ball game because he's going and play the school that he just coached at before he came to Florida State, which is always a major hurdle for any coach, and everybody gets up. Bobby gets up, and of course, all of West Virginia gets up to beat him because they hung him in effigy the year before he left.
I remember it was such a wet and dreary night there in the Gator Bowl, and Florida State started off the ball game getting on the board first when one of your proteges, Phil Hall,
Philip Michael Hall, one of my apprentices here, a really wonderful kid who had a great work ethic, not only as a kicker, but as a young actor.
Well, I tell you, he starts off at Florida State with a 23-yard field goal, but right behind that, West Virginia comes back and they tie the ball game up. But what an exciting play on the ensuing kickoff. As we look down there, and Mr. Billy Allen takes in that ball, hits a nice big hole, and goes 95 yards on a kickoff return, and Florida State jumps out on top of West Virginia. The quarterback of that ball game was Blair Williams, who was an outstanding quarterback, and he had a great ball game because he just opened up throwing the football and had great running out of Greg Allen.
Mm-hmm. Greg Allen was a sophomore, and I think Greg Allen would have played professional football had he not hurt his knee like his junior or senior year.
Blair Williams made another guy's career because through the 4 years that he'd been at the school, Dennis McKinnon was always a kid that had potential.
Potential, yeah, that awful word. But he looked great in that game, and Chicago spied him, and he had a terrific career at Chicago.
Bobby Bowden, you had a great encounter with West Virginia for the first time.
They came out and produced 2 touchdowns in a row.
Well, our defense was playing real well and getting turnovers. There's old Joe Ostrowski down there, number 89, Howard Dinkins from Jacksonville. He played. There's old Henry Ostro there. Terrell Buckley had another great game. Tony Moss from Miami, Florida. Bill Reagan. Dadgum you, Bill. Bill from Live Oak, Florida. He was gone. Bill was gone if he makes that catch. And here comes Big Amp again. Oh, look at that block down there by Mancini from Brandon, Florida. Made a nice play. And here's old Edgar Bennett, who's becoming a very versatile football player, as you can tell. He's got good hands. He's catching the ball good. He's running in the open field. Bill Sexton, who coaches our running backs, talking to him there. And there's Brad hitting Matt Fryer from Live Oak, Florida, again on a nice play. Matt catches a 7-yard pass. I'm telling you, he bulled it for the first down.
He looks like he's about 17, 18 years old, but he made those 3 defenders know that he's a big league player.
He's a worker. He's a worker. He's dedicated. Oh, look at that good blocking in there by that's Edgar Bennett. There's a fine catch in there by Matt Fryer again. So we're mighty proud of him, and Bill Reagan's from there. And then, of course, Earl Smith, our freshman, who hasn't played yet, but I've been very happy with him. Well, here's Brad hitting Edgar Bennett. Caught him in a blitz. Then look at hit 1 tackle, break 1 tackle, break 2 tackles, break 3 tackles. Very good.
That's our Coca-Cola play of the game, Coach.
Well,
Edgar Bennett, he slipped 3-4 tackles and scored a touchdown.
Yeah, boy, old Brad Johnson makes a play out of it, too. Brad Johnson's got no interceptions now for three games. He keeps that up, you got a chance, I'll tell you what. Boy, he got better, though. I thought Brad got better, and I feel so much better about our quarterback, and I just feel much better about him. And, of course, that'll enable us to redshirt Charlie Ward, if those 2 can continue to do it. Kenny Felder's beginning to get his feet wet again, beginning to get the feel of it. And but here's Brad back on a nice pass to, that must be my man Dawsey. Very good catch, good route. And the mixed pass protection our offensive line is having. They're doing such a good job. There's Reggie Johnson from Pensacola, Florida. He and Dave Roberts from Griffin, Georgia. Warren Hart played at tight end from Jacksonville, Florida. Marvin Farrell played from Jacksonville, Florida. They're 2 freshmen. I think we played about 10, 11 freshmen on our first 2 units. Real fine running there again by Amp Lee, Shipley, Florida. Mighty proud of him. Sean Jackson from New Orleans played a lot at tailback. Chris Parker played some. And then Paul Moore played some at fullback. Pinckney. I'm not sure if we got Pinckney in there or not, but I got to get him in the ballgame. And here's a good play to Amp Lee on a 4th and 6, I believe, and Amp makes the first down. There's Matt Fryer out there blocking for him. Let's see what we got here. Oh, that's real fine blocking. Real fine blocking by Reggie Dixon there from Jacksonville, Florida. Oh, Amp, he runs that ball good in the open field.
Converted a couple of 4th down conversions in the ballgame.
Yes, we did. We had a couple of 4th downs. There's Reggie. We put that play in for the quarterback sneak, which we hadn't done lately.
Brad Johnson.
Big Brad made the touchdown there.
The last time Brad Johnson was in the Superdome, he was holding for a snap and tried a fake field goal, and it didn't work. He made up for that last night.
He got it last night. So we got 24-0 lead. Now I get so mad at myself I could shoot. I mean, gee, we had a shutout. We had a look at Johnny White's about to get an interception. 31 back there is Levon Brown from
Moorhaven.
From Moorhaven, Florida. We hadn't called that name out in a long time. Look at Tony Moss putting pressure on. Oh, there's a great interception by Errol McCorvey from Pensacola, Florida. There's Levon Brown, CM number 31, Moorhaven, Florida.
Here's the replay of that play. And,
yeah, watch Earl.
Really
very
broke on the
fine.
ball,
Yeah.
didn't he?
Our defense, I have never. I wanted them to shut it. I wanted them to shut out because they were playing so good. I wanted them to save the shutout. But no, I had to call a stupid play, and it was meant to help, but it didn't.
Nice defensive play here too.
Yeah, but
Bill Reagan's coming over.
Bill Reagan
fingertip on
does a great job underneath it. By the way, we had a blitz on there, and see a little number 27 at the bottom. Watch that.
You take over.
He's putting a little heat on there.
Yeah, he sure is. That was that corner blitz. You don't see number 27 come through there.
Yeah, that's right. That was a corner blitz, and now here's Casey here, and they intercept the ball and score. Reggie Johnson saves us there on making the tackle. He'd have gone for a touchdown. Although all that little 27 ran good for them. Boy, I tell you, I know they were proud of him. He ran the ball a lot. Now they put this other good run in, but boy, there's those Kurt Carruthers out there playing, taking care of home just like he's supposed to. And boy, here comes another blitz. Kurt coming. Oh, we just miss it. We just miss it. I wish we'd have had the 4th down play, I think.
4th and goal it was.
Yeah, I wish we could have stopped it because the defense played so doggone well. But then they come back and score. And they try an onside kick. And who made it? Was it Dawson made this?
Dawsey.
Dawsey.
Looked like he's catching the pass.
Bill Sexton coaches that part of our game, and he did a heck of a job. I see Eric Terrell, by the way, from Tallahassee now. Also, Bill Sexton coaches our kickoff team, or our kick return team, and the prevent team. And boy, we could have lost the game right there if he hadn't done such a good job. There's a nice catch by Ampley. You got Casey back in there. Here's Eric Terrell from Tallahassee, Florida. That's his first collegiate catch, and it's a touchdown. And I was wanting to get the ball in his hands to see what he'd do with it. And he did about what you'd expect, do what he did in high school, run for touchdown.
Oh, he was something.
He got a lot of ability.
Very fast.
Yeah, John Eastman coaches those wideouts, and John's really got his hands full this year. You know, he had it made last year with the Fab Four. Now he's working those kids, and there's a nice touchdown by Tulane. They go for 2 here, but we get the sack. Who is that number 90 something in there? Reggie Freeman from where? Clewiston? Yeah, Reggie Freeman. I'm really proud of him. We're so proud of the way he's playing. You know, we've moved him to tackle. We've moved him to nose guard. He's such a competitor. We just felt like y'all be playing. Now there's
another onside.
There's our man. Who is that?
Casey Weldon.
Casey Weldon, Tallahassee, Florida, and we was mighty proud to get that win.